What's up YouTube? Today in this video I'm going to be talking about the rules that I made and set for myself after losing my last funded account. This story goes like this. Last week I bought a 600,000 naira prop firm account with Naira prop, which did not have those rules that I complained of that Naira trader had. Now I was like, yo, comparing to the first time I got funded with Naira trader, I made two withdrawals, and the third withdrawal I was already in profit over 10%, and I was disqualified because I hit stop loss in less than 5 minutes, about like 5 times. Why? So this particular prop now does not have that stop loss whatever rule. And I was like, okay, that time when I hit that in Naira trader, I was making like two withdrawals a week, because by the time I withdraw, before the next 3 days I've withdrawn again. And then no, but they put a particular rule that you cannot withdraw until your last withdrawal has reached 72 hours. So after the second withdrawal, I already made like 63,000 naira profit, right? And then because it has not been up to 3 days since I made the previous withdrawal, I couldn't withdraw. I had to wait for 3 days. So waiting for that 3 days, I'm still seeing setups. So I decided to continue taking more trades. And then that's how, even though I was in profit, because I had tight stop losses that got hit in less than 5 minutes, 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, they now said I was scalping. And that was why they closed the account and denied me the third payout. So when I bought this Naira prop, I'm like, okay, there's no scalping rule here. This is full freedom. But then the market looked at me and laughed. Gold has been ranging, and I trade only gold at this moment. So that's why I started collecting back to back. And then I've dumped all my rules, like trade twice a day at most. If you don't see a setup, don't take a trade. Bro, I was just dumping on the market, rushing, trying to pressure myself to get funded. And that's how the market collected every single bit of that money. And because of my bad habits, the market refused to reward me, even when I was right. To hit my stop loss, move in that direction I was predicting. And it happened countless times, right? It was as if I was cursed, as if they don't swear for me from my village. But anyways, sometimes this thing happen and it's natural in the financial market. So after coming out of this, I now remember that I have a, should I call it a journal, or this is where like I document a lot of things about my life. And in this book, I have clear, detailed, structural trading plan for every account size I bought and intend to buy. But unfortunately, when I got this 600k account, I didn't plan anything. I didn't do any analysis. I wish I could even show you this book, but it's really private. I didn't do any analysis. I didn't do any calculation. I didn't do any theory. I just went back to back to back, as if I was fighting with the market. And that's why the market say, oh yeah, now this guy no know it's not the market just dey collect them. And it's painful when you know that the market is bad, but you can't stop trading. And that's why they say most of traders don't lose because they cannot trade. They lose because they cannot stop. When you see that the market is bad, you are expected to stop. I know all these things, but I refuse to stop. But anyways, it's part of the process, and I was glad I experienced that so that next time my head will correct. So I wish I can even show you guys this book. But okay, let me just give you guys a little example of the type of risk management I'll be doing on, let's say, a $10,000 profit account, right? I hope you'll be able to see this though, because my light is coming from here. So yes, I hope you can see this. Okay, yeah, I can even on light. That's good. So you can see here that total risk is 8%, right? For a $5,000 funded next account, and that's $400. Risk per trade 16. That means I divide this total risk into 25. Risk per trade 16, that's 0.32%. Profit per win 256, that's 16 RR. After 8% profit, move to phase 2 after making 400. Same thing you do in phase 2, and then when you get funded, you're going to be targeting 1 TP per week. So 1 TP of this 16 RR, risking $16 is 256. And in case I hit like maybe 2 or 3 SL before then, my trades sometimes run up to 25, 30 RR. So I'll just recover everything and make this on top and be done for the week. So at 1 TP per week, 124 at the end of the month, and then it's 80% is $820, which is 1.12 million naira. Easy. So this is how you're supposed to draw rules for yourself before buying any challenge. This is actually my dream challenge right here. Yeah, something like this. Get funded 200,000, total risk 10%, 20,000, risk per trade 1 250, profit per win. This is even for 10 RRSF, 12.5, and then at least 2 TB a week since we're just targeting 10 RR, 25,000 times 4 weeks, 100,000, 80% of 100,000, 80,000. If you trade this on something like FTMO, you're going to get your payout clean. I'm telling you, FTMO do not reject payout, but for the first time, just target like maybe 20%, so that prop firms used to pay you from the money other traders lose. So the first time you get funded, if you make too much, you might get issues. So you just make a little bit. Then subsequent times you can decide to be making too much, because by then they know that you're a pro trader and will connect you to the main forex market that has unlimited funds. And yeah, before you know, you'll be able to hit this every month. Or let's say just 1 TP a week. Divide this by two, this will be 40K, and that will be about 54.4. Yeah. So those are the rules I made. Yeah. So next time I get in contact with a prop firm, I'm gonna do it the right way. Yeah. If you gain value from watching this video, like and subscribe to the channel. I don't say much and try my best to keep my videos short, but this one was a little bit long. But I hope you got value watching this. And I remain KNG to the JEHU of Wall Street, and I'll see you on the next one. Good luck.